All right, so this is a video on quadratic formula with complex solutions. If you haven't watched the real solutions one, I would go and do that one first, and then do this one second. But the format's gonna be pretty similar, just how we write our answer. The answers are gonna be a little bit different. So again, if I look at this, this is my quadratic formula. If you guys remember, I actually really like putting parentheses around this, and then I like finding my discriminant. My discriminant first is what I like to do. So I like to find what's inside here first, and then go from there. Okay. And so the first thing I'm going to do is, again, identify A, B, C, and then use my discriminant formula. So A is 3, B is 9, and C is 11 in this case. And so to find my discriminant, again, I would go 9 squared minus 4 times 3 times 11. And when I do that, that will give me, it'll give me my discriminant there. So this is 81, and this is 132. This gives me negative 51. So this is why I'm getting a complex or an imaginary solution, because of this negative value. So when I go to plug this in my quadratic formula, again, I go negative b plus minus the square root of my discriminant all over 2a. So b is going to go here, so I have 9 here, and then negative 51 goes here, and then 2a, which should be 6 for this one. When you go to simplify these are a little bit different. I need to simplify the square root of negative 51, so I'm just going to make a little scratch paper up here. So negative 51, when I simplify this, remember, negative 1 and 51, and then nothing comes out of 51. So this will just be I square root of 51 is what you'll have here. And so when I write this, I get negative 9 plus minus I square root 51 divided by 6. And you can leave your answer like that. There are two of them, remember. It's negative 9 plus I square root of 51 divided by 6, and then negative 9 minus I square root of 51. So this sign means that there's two answers. You just don't need to write it twice for this. And this would be, again, what I'm looking for there. Okay. Let's look at another couple here. So if I look at again, look at this one on the left, I'm going to do my discriminant formula first. A is 9, B is negative 10, and C is 5. So this would be negative 10 here, this would be 9 that goes here, and this would be 5 that goes here. So I get 100 there. And then on this other one, I get minus 180, which will give me negative 80 for my discriminant. And then I do my actual quadratic formula. B goes here, so negative 10 is going to go there. Negative 80 is going here. And then 2a, which should be 18, because 2 times 9 is 18. And then I want to simplify this square root of negative 80. So I'm just going to do that up here away from things. So negative 1 and 80, 8 and 10, 2 and 5, 4 and 2, and 2 and 2. There's a group, and there's a group. So this would, and then this one obviously gives me an I, so this will give me 4i square root of 5 is what I'd end up with there. And so when I simplify this, this will give me negative gives me positive 10 plus minus 4i square root of 5 divided by 18. This is correct. If you want to leave it like that, that's fine. Some people say, well, I've got this 10, this 4, and this 18. I don't care about what's inside. I only care about what's outside here. And 2 goes into all of them. So this would actually be 5 plus minus 2i square root of 5 divided by 9. And you could actually leave your answer like that as well. So either way, if you don't take that last step, it's okay. You're actually good and correct in what you should have. Okay. Okay, this next one on the left, again, I've got to find my discriminant. So B is -6, A is 6, and C is 9. So I get 36 here. This one I get 216, which is going to give me -180. Okay. So then I get in my formula here, I'm going to plug in -6 here, -180 here, and then 2a, that would be 12 here. And then I need to simplify the square root of -180. So -1 and 180. Let's see, 18 and 10, 2 and 5. Let's see, 2 and 9, and then 3 and 3. There's a pair. Boom, boom. So that would give me 6i square root of 5. Again, the I comes from this negative. So I have 6 plus or minus 6i square root of 5 all over 12. Again, this is correct, but if you notice 6, 6, and 12, 2 goes into all of them as well, so this would be 1 plus minus I square root of 5 all over 2. And you could simplify it to that as well. Again, if you forget that last step, it's not a huge issue that way. Let's do one more. Again, I put this one on there because remember, you've got to make sure this is set equal to 0 before you start. So I've got to minus the x and plus the 7. And so that would give me 6x squared minus x plus 7. I would put it in standard form as you rewrite it. And then we're off and rolling. Find my discriminant. B goes here, which B is -1. A goes here, which is 6. And then C goes there as 7. So this is going to give me 1, and then -168, which will give me -167. And then I can go to my next one, -b plus minus square root divided by. So b goes here, which b is -1. So -1 goes there, -167 goes there, and then 2a, that would be 12 that goes right there. And then just simplify this square root, -167. And I believe that is prime if I remember right. So this would just be I squared of 167 here. So when I write my answer, I get negative becomes +1 plus or minus I squared of 167 divided by 12. You do have to make sure that's as an I and you don't leave it as a negative square root as well. So for this. And that doesn't simplify anymore, so there be your answer. Okay, that's been your Math Moment with Mummy. Adios.